Hey guys, now we're going inside the palace. This is the old palace of the Dukes of Bar. It has been converted into a museum. We're gonna go check it out. The Castles of the Dukes of Bar is an old castle located in Bar-le-Duc in the Meuse department in the Grand Est region of France. It has been partly listed as a historical monument since April 23, 1981. It all began in the second half of the 10th century when the Duke Haute-Lorraine Frederick I, seeking to protect his territory from the people of Champagne, had a fortified castle built on Mont Bar, the rocky outcrop dominating the left bank of the Ornon River. The site was ideal, surrounded by two ravines and opening into a plateau, which is the current upper town of Bar-le-Duc. In the 13th century, the Counts of Bar chose the site to set up their court, then rarely as a vacation spot for the Dukes of Lorraine. The spar is then surrounded by a double enclosure of houses with the collegiate church of St. Max and various religious buildings. This stronghold housed a garrison, an arsenal, supplies and men in order to be able to sustain a siege. In the 15th century, under the principality of the Duke of Bar and René II of Lorraine, the castle was embellished and became a richly furnished residence. The reception room, the Great Gallery, is built on the northeast side. René's wife, Philippe de Guelders, laid out an Italian garden near the castle, on the site of the first line of defense. From 1491 to his death in 1509, René II was forced to live in Bar-le-Duc because his ducal castle in Nancy was under construction. In 1523, Duke Antoine added an audience hall to the complex. Later in 1567, Duke Charles III had a new castle built in the inner courtyard, the New Castle, where the Duchy Chamber of Accounts moved. The new building consists of a main building with two wings of right angles. The overall style is a mix between Gothic and Renaissance. Since there are several neighboring buildings from different areas. In the 17th century, the Dukes of Bar and Lorraine abandoned Bar-le-Duc and the castle, and it slowly deteriorated. In 1649, it was ravaged by fire. Repeatedly occupied by the French royal troops, it was destroyed on the orders of Louis XIV. And also he wants to punish the anti-French policies of Charles IV of Lorraine. Only the harmless New Castle, the clock tower, because it tells the time, and the Hébreux Tower have been preserved. Under the French Revolution, the city was secularized, which resulted in the disappearance of the 7 religious communities present since the Middle Ages. The St. Max Collegiate Church, the Castle Church, was destroyed. From 1832, the convent of the Dominican Sisters was built on the site of the former ducal residence. The St. Louis Chapel was built from 1859 in a Gothic style of the 13th century. Castle grounds. The Baroy Museum. In the 1820s, the department architect Joseph Theodore Odo had the idea of creating a museum in Bar-le-Duc, like the Louvre Museum in Paris. So in 1841, the project was realized thanks to the mayor Pauline Guillon, and the Barrois Museum was installed in the Hotel de Florenville. It essentially exhibits objects donated by individuals and donations from the state. From 1843, the museum had several sections: natural history, painting, sculpture, and antiquities. The collections are enriched with medals, paintings, and sculptures of the Dukes of Bar and Lorraine, as well as archaeological pieces found during excavations around the area. During the interwar period, the museum suffered from a certain indifference and donations became rarer. However, in 1936, it received the most important donation from Raymond Poincaré, consisting of souvenirs and gifts from the former President of the Republic. In 1939, when the Second World War broke out, the collections were put in crates. In 1970, the decision was made to install the Barrois Museum in the new castle of the Castles of the Dukes of Bar, previously occupied by a school. After several years of work, the new museum opened its doors to the public in 1974. And since February 2003, the Barrois Museum guaranteed its respected management of the collections and the promotion to the public. Unfortunately, the establishment is currently closed for an indefinite period due to major works. So all we can do was admire the castle from the outside, where pleasant gardens have been laid out, extended by an esplanade overlooking the town. Alright, that's it for the castles of the Dukes of Bar. Until next time, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye! So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Come on guys, hit the bell.
For notifications.
And don't forget to share.
And like.